Have you ever done something just because everyone made it seem like a big deal, only to feel disappointed afterwards? I've been there. My friends teased me about being gay because I didn't show much interest in women. They also treated me like a child because they made me feel like sex was a rite of passage to adulthood. They glorified sex so much that it made me so curious about it, and after some time, I ended up having sex. When I was done, all I could think of was, is this it? Is this what they were so crazy about? Maybe it was the personal clarity or something else, but I was unsatisfied at the end of it because I expected so much more. I tried it a few times to enjoy what they enjoyed, and before I knew it, I succumbed to peer pressure. Peer pressure pushed me into things I wasn't ready for, and honestly, it sucked. But weirdly enough, anime helped me figure out how to deal with it. Let me share the lessons I've learned from anime to deal with peer pressure. Number 1. Know yourself. I looked at myself so I could know my values, my likes, my dislikes, my goals, and my beliefs. Once I discovered all that, it was easy to say no to the things that I didn't want to do. If it doesn't go against my principles, I'm fine with doing it, but if it does, I won't do it. You can apply this to yourself. Don't let people push you into things that go against your principles. You might regret it later. When Vladimir Milise was pressured by her friends to treat the 86 like tools, dolls, pigs, lesser humans, she strongly refused because it went against her principles. She tried her best to treat them like humans. Number 2. Choose like-minded friends. Now that you've gotten your likes and dislikes clear, surround yourself with like-minded friends who respect your decisions. It's way easier to say no to people who respect your decisions than those who don't, and like-minded people would have similar beliefs to you, so you won't be forced to do the things that you don't want to do. Rico and Reg had similar goals, so it was very easy for them to agree on a course of action. They respected the decision the other suggested, which made cooperation easy. Their friendship is a harmonious one. Number 3. Learn to say no. If I was assertive earlier in life, I wouldn't have picked up some bad habits. Most times I said no, I ended up saying yes after they teased me or after they convinced me that I'm missing out on a lot of fun. Now, when I'm uncomfortable with something that I'm asked to do, I reply with a firm no. If they're persistent, I'll just leave. It's better to say no than to succumb to the peer pressure and do something that you regret later. Be assertive. It will do you a lot of good. Anytime Kageyama Shigeo is told by his fellow psychics that he should use his powers for his own good and he should take advantage of them, he always tells them no firmly. He makes it clear that he won't be forced to do what he doesn't want to do, and his mind can't be changed. Number 4. Be confident. A confident person doesn't care about being approved by others. He does what he wants and doesn't think about the things he doesn't want to do. Build your confidence and self-esteem, and you won't care about what other people think of you. You only do what pleases you. Zorkel is a great example of this. He only follows his desires and his wants, and he only does things that align with his values and principles. If anyone tells him to do something that isn't fun for him, or something that he doesn't want to do, he refuses. He even refused a request from the king of his country. Imagine that. Number 5. Consider the consequences of your actions. If a friend is trying to convince you to do something, ask yourself, what are the potential risks of doing this? Is the risk more than the reward? Are there any terrible consequences to this action? Will it be wise to do this? If you do this and the answers to your questions aren't answers you are comfortable with, then you shouldn't do it. If you end up doing it, you might pick up bad and addictive habits, or you might do something that will hurt you in the future. Do this now to avoid regrets later. Tanya Degrachev always considered the consequences of her actions, and she was always gauging the risk versus the reward of any action she took. This made her only take actions that helped her to achieve her goals in life. It also made her a ruthlessly efficient soldier in battle. Number 6. Listen to your gut. Your gut feeling is often right, so listen to it. If you don't feel alright with something, don't allow your friends to convince you to do it. If you do it and your actions catch up with you, it will hurt you because you had the opportunity to listen to your gut feeling, but you didn't. Listen to your gut so that you avoid future regrets. The kids at Gracefield House trusted their guts and had suspicions that the orphanage wasn't what it seemed, and they were proved right. It turned out that they were raised to be demon food. After discovering this fact, the kids made plans to escape that grim fate. Number 7. Set boundaries. When you set boundaries and limits on yourself and you let your friends know about them, it becomes easier for you to refuse doing things that don't seem right to you. Boundaries help you to feel more in control of yourself in any situation, so impose some boundaries on yourself and stick to them. Dr. Temma had moral boundaries that made him decide not to kill anyone. He knows that he's a doctor and his purpose is to save lives, but when a situation could be solved by killing someone, he tries to look for another way to solve it that didn't involve killing anyone. He could do anything else, but he set a boundary on killing. Learn from this and set boundaries and limits on yourself. This will help you conquer peer pressure. Number 8. Remember your goals. Don't do anything that harm the pursuit of your goals in life. Focus on things that let you achieve these goals as soon as possible and put everything else to the side. You'll achieve your goals quicker that way. The students at the Blue Lock program always remember their goal, which is to be the best striker in the world. If they were invited to do something that goes against that goal, they would refuse. They were even okay with not leaving the Blue Lock facility for a long time, because leaving the Blue Lock facility meant the end of their dreams and goals. Now you've learned about the way anime teaches you to conquer peer pressure. You've learned to be self-aware, choose your friends, consider the consequences of your actions, build your confidence, and be assertive. If you follow these steps, you reduce the negative influence of friends on you and you enjoy being with your friends more. After all, it's easier to be around like-minded people. That's why we go to Comic-Cons. Remember to be yourself and make choices that align with your principles. You'll be much happier that way. Also, try to leave toxic friendships. They do more harm than good. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to your friend who needs it. And if you're interested in knowing how anime teaches you what to do when your identity seems like it's falling apart, then you can watch this video. Have a nice day.